Now I gotta patch this up. Oi, oi, oi. That's gonna be a challenge. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ryan Cook here from Carver Kings and SawValley.com and Saw Dogs, if you remember that show. But I'm gonna do this video log. It was a little bit postponed due to the COVID-19. I haven't carved for the last month. We had it really hit home and it was pretty crazy, you know, like everybody always says, you know, it's just numbers until it's actually your family. So everybody's on the mend, everybody's getting healthy. I hope everybody stays healthy, but I wanted to do a video vlog this year and just see if it works. I have no idea if it will work. If it does work, awesome. If it doesn't work, whatever. I'm gonna have fun learning how to edit and, you know, learn something new. And so what I'm gonna do throughout this process is, and this next year, is document like my everyday carving life. So whether it's, you know, commissions or appearances, which by the looks of it are not going to be happening very much this year. Hopefully things change, but I'm also working on a vineyard and we are going to be opening a winery. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to have to film that now too, because really it's all about kind of keeping it real. And the one thing about Carver Kings and Saw Dogs and, you know, these shows that I've been a part of, even The Hills, I was on The Hills in my early 20s for like 2 lines, was that they're all scripted and everything's kind of bullshit. So the carvings were real, but when you put 5 pros together, or, you know, 3 pros on one carving, not much is gonna go wrong. So a lot of the time, everything is over amplified and dramatized, whatever. You know, I'm just gonna keep it real. So we'll talk about tools I use, what's going on with the carving process, my day-to-day life. I'm gonna do a lot of fishing. As most of you know, I love fishing. So a little sub walk doing its job. Oh yeah, baby, that's a good fish. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh yeah. Here you go. Nada. Right now I'm working on a wolf bear bench. It was, should have been done last month. We're about 2 months behind, and I don't remember if I have filmed much of the beginning of the bear blocking process. I think I started it. So if I did, I'll probably cut back. You know, this is a really cool bench. It's a big commission. It's, you know, around 5 grand, and a 4-person seated bench, 6 feet of board space, or 5 feet, whatever I kind of figure out or find, or a good slab of wood that works. And I'm carving it in second growth cedar, which is normally not what I carve, but I really liked the way the grain looked on this piece. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a great sculpture. So right now the bear is blocked out, but there was a huge crack right in the center of the nose. So I had to cut out that. That's been the biggest issue with doing that. I'm gonna cut a couple of wedges and I'm going to fit them right into the nose, glue it, screw it, and you know, come back to it. And from that, I will then work on the wolf. I'm doing both kind of like leaning down, a little more aggressive. I downloaded a ton of pictures and I'm going to kind of reference different looks. I mean, you can always do a standard bear, which is like, you know, closed mouth, work on the shape, try and get it anatomically correct as best as I can do. And but today I kind of want to give each animal like a little snarl, like more personality, like a kind of like, what the fuck are you doing here kind of feel. You know, I wish I had more time to spend 2 months on one piece, but at the same time I have to make it so my time is what I value it at. And that's a really tricky thing to kind of create. And people are always asking me, you know, how do you charge for what you charge? And for me, you know, having done it for so many years, and I'm not even doing it as many years as a lot of my mentors, but I've kind of figured out a mathematical equation to my time to value to wood cost, and you have to really think about that when you're becoming a carver, because a lot of guys are going to go and watch me and go, oh, I can do that, and a lot of guys are going to be better than me, and you know, maybe they're newer and they just can't sell the same piece for the same price, which sucks, because you know, it's every carver's different is what I'm saying. And in every carver being different, you kind of have to find your niche, your spot, and what you want to do and how you want to accomplish what you're going to be. I mean, for myself, you know, a lot of guys know me. I'm a bang for your buck kind of carver. I love carving for money, and I love making money, and I love the art form of it, and I love the pieces and the people that I get to encounter. But at the same time, you know, I gotta provide for my family and make sure that my daughter has food on the table. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun couple of months. I mean, hopefully I can entertain you guys enough and you can learn some stuff, and we'll get to the shop and kind of maybe fast track through some videos, and I'll do some voiceovers as I go and kind of explain what I'm doing and slow some things down, and also speed some things up. I'm gonna slow some things down and I'm gonna speed some things up. Now I gotta patch this up. Oi, oi, oi. That's gonna be a challenge. I got the wedges in. So basically we let it sit for the night, and now I have to cut it all away and then figure out what epoxy I'm gonna use to fill the existing cracks. And then once we're done, we carve it and paint it over. So I just cut some wedges going with the grain of the wood to best match it, so it doesn't look like it's gonna be bad. So right now we'll just cut it away and see how it looks. Come on, baby, wake up. So for making a paste, I'm gonna do this. So I just put this stuff in, and what I'm hoping is it'll dry really nice, and then I'll just sand it away and it'll be solid, and Bob's your uncle. And then when you airbrush it, you won't even notice. So I'll let that dry. For a bit, and then I think that'll work. Cool. I gotta get this off. Cool. So as I wait for the epoxy to dry, I'm going to work on furring the bear and finish the claws. I want it to dig in, looking like it's growling. So right now the clients have asked me to make it more aggressive. So in doing that, I'm going to really snarl the nose up and back, and then punch in the teeth. I'm going to lift up the lips so I expose the front teeth, and really kind of emphasize the fact that this bear is hungry and like, what are you doing here? I use a Dremel to get in the eyes and the teeth, and then once I get it all finished, I'll basically start thinking time for painting. So I grab the Iwata airbrush, I do black first, I hit the major accent lines, and then I'm going to come in with a brown, flap sand it, take it down a bit, and then I'm going to come in with a lighter brown, go over the whole animal until I'm kind of happy with it, burn it, and really create a texture that is going to work. As you can tell right now, the bear is looking good. We are ready to get it mounted to the other side. So in the next video, I am going to be carving a wolf, big wolf. Going to be really fun to watch. It was a really challenging piece. Ran into some serious rot, big patching, and we have to also mill the planks. So I'll be using an Alaskan mill and showing you guys how I do that. So tune in. If you learned anything, awesome. Give me a like. Makes me feel good. It'll make you feel good. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.